Hey, welcome back to Pixels and Finds. I'm George, and welcome to episode 9. This episode stretches across 4 different Green Team days in January of 2026, and each one brought a slightly different challenge, a different role, and a different lesson. Those days were Day 1, the 5th of January 2026, Day 2, the 7th of January 2026, Day 3, the 12th of January 2026, and Day 4, the 14th of January 2026. From snow and salt to wood chipping paths to building a boundary near a dangerous ditch, and finally to a quiet maintenance work, this episode is about responsibility, adaptability, and why boundaries matter. Let's start at the beginning. Day 1, the 5th of January, started white. Snow on the ground, ice on the paths. Cold that hit straight away. Most of the group headed off to work on dens, as usual, but me and a few others were given a different role, putting rock salt down on the paths. It wasn't about speed or productivity, it was about safety first. Before people could move equipment, carry wood, or even walk confidently, the paths needed treating. One slip can stop a whole day. So while others tackled dens, we focused on access routes, spreading salt, watching where ice built up, and making sure people could move safely. Different role, same goal. Later, in the afternoon, once the paths were safer, we joined the others on the dens. That transition mattered, because the day only worked smoothly because safety came first. At lunchtime that day, the topic of salt came up, and it turned into a surprisingly thoughtful discussion. We talked about edible salts like table salt, sea salt, kosher salt, and Himalayan salt. Mostly sodium chloride, NaCl, processed and refined for food. Then we talked about snow clearing salts like rock salt and calcium chloride, which are less pure, mixed with additives and anti-caking agents, designed to lower the freezing point of water, not to be eaten. Same name, with a very different purpose, and that stuck with me, because using the wrong salt in the wrong place can cause real harm. Day 2, the 7th of January, shifted into something more familiar. No snow this time, but still wet ground and heavy mud. We were back on wood chipping paths, feeding branches into the chipper, raking chips into place, smoothing the paths so they were usable again. It felt routine, but in a good way, because paths don't stay safe on their own. They need regular care, and that made me realise something. Routines aren't boring, they're what keeps things working. Day 3, the 12th of January, is where the episode really clicked for me. Alongside more wood chipping, we noticed a slippery and dangerous ditch running close to a path, exactly the kind of place kids could wander into without realising the risk. So we built up a log fence across the edge, not to block people unfairly, not to control them, but to create a clear, visible boundary. A signal that says, this area isn't safe, and that's okay. That fence wasn't punishment, it was protection. Boundaries often get misunderstood. People hear the word and think restriction, rules, or being told no. But the real boundaries exist to keep people safe and prevent harm. The human brain needs boundaries too, around behaviour and around stress and around impulse. Without boundaries, things spill over, just like kids near a ditch with no fence. That log fence wasn't about stopping fun, it was about preventing accidents. Games understand this better than we realise. In Animal Crossing, bridges stay closed until goals are met, guiding progression safely. In Minecraft, some areas are dangerous until you have the right tools. In Fortnite, the storm boundary forces decisions and movement. In Rocket League, pitch boundaries define the game. Without them, nothing works. Boundaries don't remove freedom, they make meaningful freedom possible. Day 4, the 14th of January, was quieter. We spent time raking leaves off paths, clearing them so they could be wood chipped properly. No big moment, no standout task, just maintenance. And that's the thing, maintenance is invisible when it's done right. You only noticed it when it's missing. Across these 4 days, some people worked on dens, some chipped paths, some salted ice, some built fences, some cleared leaves. No one did everything, but everything got done. Different roles, same goal. That's how teams work. That's how communities work. So, that's episode 9 of Pixels and Pines. 4 days in January, 4 types of work, 1 shared purpose. Safety isn't loud. Boundaries aren't punishment. And the most important work often goes unnoticed. Whether it's a log fence near a ditch, a boundary in a game, or limits we set for ourselves, structure isn't there to trap us. It's there to protect us. Thanks for listening, and as always, be respectful, stay aware, and always be prepared.